Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we turned in the Cannibalistic Cousins quest, and we had some trouble finding Savage Albies. So, we are going to put that quest on a little delay, try to get it done while we're out hunting in the hinterlands. Today, we are going to do a quest called Stalking the Stalkers. Many brave trolls have been lost to the harsh wilds of the hinterlands, Blood Elf. The Silvermane trolls are one of the biggest threats to our hunters. They lay in wait, hiding amongst the bushes and landscape, then strike out when the opportunity presents itself. This type of ferocity will not go unchecked. You must think like the Silvermane. Stalk the stalkers, slay them all. Alright guys, let's go slay some stalkers. We've seen a lot of those last episode. And I think it's a good pair-up quest with Savage Albies. So we see any Savage Albies out there, we'll make sure that we take them down as well. And hopefully we can get level 50 pretty soon. Oh man, Gamarita's down. It's too bad. One of the rare turtles out in World of Warcraft. Only level 48. I think Gamarita's an elite in Classic, I'm not too sure. I remember him being pretty tough. Alright, so here we are, got the sun coming down. Looks kind of cool, actually. Alright, so there we go. We found our first Silvermane Stalker. Start tracking that. Get our buffs up. Slayed a lot of these guys yesterday. We slayed more of them than owls. So I was like, hey, we might as well pick this up. And I really like that view of the sun going down in the hinterlands. Actually never seen that before. So I think we might take a little picture here. Try to move a little. Actually, we don't want the tree in the right there. That's it. Doesn't that look great? Here, let's wait here. Should be good. Yeah, never seen that before. I've never been here at this time. It's a really interesting sky. It's like a dark sun. Like it's like nighttime, but the sun's up. It's weird. It's kind of weird. I've never seen a sky like that. We've got two on us. Might be in trouble here. Hopefully we don't get a third. Let's have a little drink. I wonder if we'll find a Savage Albies today. I hope we do. Because if we only find like a couple per episode, then we might never even finish this quest. But I'll be on the lookout. It's another stalker. Not too sure where howlers are. I assume they may be a little deeper within the hinterlands. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this Paladin 70. Wrath is going to be a great expansion to have a Paladin. And I think he may be my third alt, potentially. So my main will most likely be my Rogue. And then the Druid will be my alt, most likely. And then maybe I'll level up the Paladin if we get some time. But first we got to get him to 70, so don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here. A lot of people out here. Looks like this troll mage is probably doing a little mining herb. Hinterlands is a pretty popular place to level up your herbalism and mining. And you actually probably make a decent amount of coin doing the route here. Not too much, but probably a decent amount. Got a Savage Albies. Oh my gosh! Get up! The funny thing is like once you start doing GDKPs, like GDKP raids, you don't really want to do any other gold farm. Because, unless it's like a peaceful one that you like just enjoy, it's like a relaxing, you know, farm. Well, another one, what the heck? Because GDKPs they pay pretty good. You can average like close to 1,000 gold an hour, which is not bad. But, not the best gold farm. Best gold farm's your job. But if you get booked and you lose, you know, and you get banned, then it's not worth it at all, because then you lose your money and your WoW time. So it's risky. And the way I look at it, like 1,000 gold, like $10. That's on the cheap end. It's between like $10 to $20. It's usually what people like. You see people buy gold for. It's either like 1 or 2 cents, or between 1 to 2 cents, like per gold. Okay, look at all these Savage Albies. Like, what the heck? Where were you guys yesterday? Like, where is this? Right here. This is the place to be. So, like, when you're doing a gold farm and it's like, you know, less than 100 gold per hour, it's rough. It's like less than $1. So you really got to enjoy it. Just why, like, I don't know. I think the game, I know I was talking about this last episode, but I think the game should come out with a WoW token. Screw over those gold sellers, and players can, you know, not have to farm gold. People hate doing it. I'm telling you, not many people enjoy it. And I'll admit, I am one of them. There's not many gold farms I really enjoy doing. I think that's just because, I don't know, get older, you just don't have the time to be, you know, running around farming whores and picking herbs. And the problem with GDKPs, like getting just getting into a GDKP is kind of tough, because you have to like build your character up, you know, and make sure he has a good enough gear to be considered like a carry in a GDKP. And what a carry is pretty much you're one of the people in the raid that is helping pushing it along. So in a GDKP you have like 25 people. Say 8 of them are buyers and 17 of them are carries, or hybrids, maybe they would like to call them. So carries, people that are making sure the raid's going well. The buyers are obviously the people who are buying the gear. Their gear's not the greatest, and the raid doesn't really expect much from them. And the hybrids are players with pretty good gear, pretty much considered carries, but they are looking for a couple of niche items to upgrade their character. Usually I go in as like a hybrid, and I think a hybrid's like your best way to get in. You just try to, you just pretty much say like, yeah, I'm looking for a couple items, and you have some decent gear, and you can help out the raid, and hopefully, you know, they let you in. And usually the payout will pay for the piece you're purchasing, because pieces usually sell between like 2 to 3K. Depending on how old the content is. The older the content, the cheaper it usually is. And if the content's really new, then it's usually pretty damn expensive. Like, some items sell for ridiculous amounts, like 20K plus. Sometimes 40K. Glaives are selling for over 100,000 gold. Sometimes 200, which is insane. It's like a couple grand for a glaive. It's ridiculous. I don't know. And that's where you know, when you see like GDKPs doing that all the time, and there's multiple of them on your server, you already know the gold is ridiculous on the server. The economy's totally screwed up. And the game, and that's why Blizzard should just say, hey, you know what, your economy's already messed up. We couldn't stop the botting in the game, so here's a WoW token, guys. We're giving a middle finger to the gold sellers. And they're making more money now too. And I watched this video, I forget what it's called, but the guy was talking about how Blizzard does like a routine ban of botters around every 3 months. And it's usually right before their quarterly earnings. Because every quarter they're gonna, like, Blizzard is going to have, like, you know, a conference call with their, you know, shareholders. And they are going to talk about, like, you know, sales and just how, you know, their Blizzard games are doing. So what WoW will do is, before that earnings call, they will ban, you know, do a mass ban on the botters. That allows the botters to, you know, get 3 months of earning time. And then once they, which is probably more earnings than, you know, losing their botting account. And then they just buy new accounts. So that, you know, helps Blizzard. Blizzard gets a bunch of new accounts to buy stuff, buy games, stuff like that. And the botters just get back to work again. And then Blizzard can just, you know, show that in their earnings. But the thing is, I think that's a conspiracy theory. But there was a guy showing that they do usually have mass bans every 3 months. So maybe he's onto something. Oh my gosh. It's all about money in the end of the day. And gaming's kind of, it's leaning towards that. And it's kind of sad. And I just don't think there's any way to stop it. Okay, I think we just gotta fight this guy. Probably be able to beat him, I think. We don't have to lay on hands. Oh, we're like actually doing pretty damn well here. I wonder if we can beat him without lay on hands. I don't want to die though. Ooh, nice bleed. We're gonna have to lay on hands. That bleed might be a little too much. Yeah, bleed would have killed us. Yeah, we're actually finding a lot of Savage Albies today. It's awesome. Maybe we'll finish the Savage Albies quest before we actually finish the Stalkers. But yeah, there's like a little battle going on right now in North America with gaming. Like, we're getting a lot of pay-to-win games coming to us. They're trying to change the way people feel about pay-to-win, because they know it's a huge money grab over here. You know, we're starting to see Diablo Immortal. We got Warcraft, the Warcraft Arclight phone game. Both those games are pretty pay to win, depending on how you define pay to win. I do agree that I do agree pay to progress is pay to win. But mostly I take it pretty literally, like, unless the player's getting like a competitive advantage that the other players can't ever acquire through playing the game, then I consider that pay to win. But I do agree with the pay to progress being pay to win side as well. Like, if you progress faster in the game with money, then you're paying to win. And I kind of agree with that as well. It is pay to win. And the sad thing is, when you find out about that, like pay to progress being pay to win, if you believe that's pay to win, then a lot of games out there are pay to win right now. But they're pay to win in a legal way, I guess you could say, or in a way where the game will ban you if you get caught. But now we're starting to see many games try to take advantage of that, and retail WoW is one of them. A lot of people pay to win in retail WoW just by, with the WoW token. And to be honest, I think there's nothing we can do about it. Unless we, like, stop playing the games, or the government, steps in. And I think it is banned in the Netherlands, supposedly. Or Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam is the Netherlands, right? So... one step at a time, I guess. Because it is bad. I have friends that just they just spend money on games like crazy, like League of Legends skins, like dropping a couple grand. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's, like, manages their money and makes sure that they, don't pay too much. Some people, if they like it, they get it, and that was with just skins. When you start adding, hey, you can skip content and actually progress faster now, people are going to be jumping all over that. And I think Lost Ark is the real, is the game that a lot of these gaming companies are watching to see how it works out, see what Lost Ark can pull off. And they're doing pretty well. They're holding over 500,000 players per day. The game's been out for a couple months now. See what happens in a year. But I'm a little worried. I must admit. Because I truly believe that MMOs are ruined when you have outside money pouring into the game. It just, I don't know, it's just not a world anymore, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have to venture out into the world and, you know, try to farm something or you have to work towards something to get it, then it's pretty much, it's pretty much turns into Warlords of Draenor, where everybody just sits in their garrison or town all day, and they just, you know, buy gold and, you know, they progress. It sucks. It makes MMOs suck. And I think it'll kill MMOs, because people will be like, hey, why don't I just get a better job? And then I can be the more money I have, I can just, you know, have a top tier character in all the MMOs. That's all you gotta do. Just make more money in real life. How messed up is that? It makes the achievements a joke too. Like, hey, you want mythic cutting edge rating titles? Just pay a guild $1,000. And yeah, they'll carry you through a mythic raid for the tier ends, and you'll get a cutting edge achievement. it's I know it doesn't matter, but usually you think when somebody links you a cutting edge achievement, like they went through a serious grind to take down those mythic bosses, and they have like a certain amount of skill to do that, right? The sad thing is it's been like that for a while now. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about MMOs. And you don't know what this pay-to-win stuff does? It's going to bring in the NFT stuff. The NFTs will start getting into games, which I'm not totally against, because I think NFTs are actually alright in some game genres. I've talked about this before. I think it's alright with, you know, trading card games, because it gives them the ability to actually, you know, trade their cards, buy and sell their cards, which is like a big aspect of, you know, TCGs in real life. And I think in like shooters and like any games with skins, it's good too. That's about it. But for MMOs, I think it's terrible. I would honestly pay more money to be in an MMO to play, and this is what'll happen, man. There will be people that will literally pay $50 a month to play in an MMO that is protected. But I don't know how you do that either. Like, how do you protect a server? Like, how do you protect, you know, a game from not having people siphon money, like turn their money into currency? Like, how do you do that? Maybe the blockchain could help. Because one thing about cryptocurrency and the blockchain, everything on the blockchain is viewable by everyone. It's totally transparent. But I don't know how that would work. Not too sure how that would work. Yeah, it wouldn't work. You can't, and the reason why it wouldn't work is because you can't take away trading from an MMO. You have to be able to, you know, sell items, trade items. And as long as you're able to do that, players will be able to, you know, PayPal somebody some money, and then that person will, you know, get traded some epic loot, or get carried in a raid. It's literally impossible to stop. But maybe it's not, because maybe if the subscription fee is high enough, the botters won't see it as viable. You know what I mean? Like maybe if the subscription fee is, if it's too high, and their botters and all those people have to you know, pay ridiculous subscription fees, then they won't do it. But the problem is who wants to pay ridiculous subscription fees to play an MMO? Nobody. When you can play a free-to-play one nowadays. Yeah, just, I don't know. We're in trouble. That's all I gotta say. If you're a fan of MMOs, man, I don't know what we're gonna do. It is what it is. Yeah, real-life money, can't escape it. And the way you gotta look at it, I guess, is just, hey, is the gameplay good? If the gameplay's good, who cares how somebody got their loot, I guess, right? Just enjoy, you know, playing the game. You know, and get used to items on the auction house being ridiculous prices in every MMO. But yeah, that's enough of my rant. I've been ranting for like 20 minutes about this. If you're not into that kind of a conversation, my bad. But those are my thoughts about MMOs at the moment. It'll never be like old school days, man. Like 90s to the 90s to 2000, like late 90s through the 2000s MMOs. It'll never be like that. And I know gold selling was even going on back then, but it was a lot more rare. You know what I mean? Because people really didn't know how to do it, and a lot of people were afraid of being banned. And there just wasn't as many, you know, people like selling. Nowadays, there's like, if you want to buy, there's like dozens of websites selling these crap. And they're also promoting themselves without any fear on the game. Yeah, pretty happy with the questing today. We're pretty much going to finish 2 quests. Which is good XP. Should be close to 50. Probably won't get 50, but we'll be pretty close. And I think on the Paladin, what I'll do is, once we get carrot on a stick, I'll do a couple laps. We'll do a little herb farming. And we'll try to get our alchemy and herbalism up before we go through the portal. So I think it's worth doing. Actually kind of wish I picked a different mix of professions. Maybe mining or something like that. couple more howlers to go. I always pick herb alchemy. I think I'm gonna change that up. Just to show off some other professions in the game. But I always recommend herb alchemy. It's really good for leveling. The elixirs you get is pretty damn good. And even endgame, you can make a decent amount of gold if you you know, sell elixirs and herbs. Alright, so let's hearth out. Finish 2 quests, pretty damn good. I think we'll get at least a bar of XP from turning these in. And we're getting close to 50, guys. Just when I will start to think about trying to get our Mallet of Zul'Farrak.
Hey there.
Hunt the Savages. You have proven a worthy ally to the Raventusk, Travenin. Well done. Stalking the Stalkers. A job well done, Blood Elf. The Raventusk, thank you for your contribution. That was pretty good. We got more than 1 bar. We got like a couple bars there. And we are 2 bars and a little bit away from 50. Well, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.